Welcome to Brick Science. Today I'm going to show you how to build a LEGO Siren Head. Let's do it. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to Brick Science. My name is Riley, and this is the show where I show you how to build the coolest things out of LEGO. And this week I found something really dumb that we're going to build. We're going to build a LEGO Siren Head, and I say it's really dumb, but I actually had nightmares from it. Not even kidding. So here's the parts you're going to need popping up on the screen. Right there, and I have them all sorted into here. Optional brick separator if you want, just because I have it. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to build the head. So I'm going to grab... Alright, here's all the parts you're going to need for the head. So we're going to start by taking this piece. We're going to put one of the sirens, as you would say, in there. We're going to take this claw and put that in the top, and then we're going to stick this through the side, like that. And we can clip that on and turn it. So now he has two sirens, and then this bottom one goes on. Yeah, this goes on the bottom right there. Then you put this little clip in, not the clip, the Technic pin, and then follow that with the little piece there. Then we're going to grab a jumper plate, and there we have the head completed, and we'll put this on the body. Wow. We'll put this on the body last. Next thing we got to make are the arms. So you want to grab one of these pieces, one of these clips, and this is the open one. And you're going to put that in one of these pieces. You're going to grab 3 of those and link them together with 2 of the regular Technic pins, like that. Nice. And then grab 1 more of those. Then we're going to get this piece combination here. So this is like one of those weird joints you can turn. I kind of wanted to give it this so it has those floppy arms because it really has no action functions whatsoever besides that. But basically just put one of these pins in each side, and we're going to snap that right there. So now we have the upper portion of the arm. Pretty simple there. I believe we're going to do 1 more of those. I'm looking at the drawing over here because there's no way I can remember this. And then we're going to add one of these Technic pins with the stud on the top, I guess, like that. Then we're going to add a water hose piece, so it's like this piece here. I'm going to shove that in there. And then the hand is basically made of 2 of these pieces, 1 of these pieces, and about 4 of these claws. So we'll build 3 of these claws up just by connecting the claw to the piece, this clip piece right here. I don't know why they're so hard to remember. And then we're going to connect these like this. We're going to put 2 on that side, and make sure you do it exactly like this so you have room to put the thumb on, like that. And then we just want to make sure these are spaced evenly so we can get 1 more of these in here on the other side. You see, like that. And that way we can have a thumb there. These 3 we're going to just hook together like this, so it's really easy. They don't actually hook together, but they kind of stick in there, and you can bend them a little bit. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to stick that. Might be kind of difficult, but we're just going to stick it right there. And there we have the thumb. So there we have the first arm like this. It just kind of dangles. It's kind of actually creepy that it just dangles when you move it. But this is the first one. We're going to build another one, except we're only going to change 1 piece on the hand, so I'm going to build that up real quick. Alright, so the only thing different on this hand is we have 1 less of these brown claws here. And we still do the same thing with the thumb, except we just have 2 of these. You can space them out a little more, I guess. And that's definitely not because I ran out of that piece. I just thought it'd be cooler if we had 1 less. There, see, look how creepy that is. Look at how creepy these are. I'm just going to put these up here so you guys can see. Like, I'm scared. Not really scared yet, but once this thing's built, you guys are going to be scared. Trust me. Alright, so now we're going to build the torso, and it's pretty simple as well. We're just going to connect it all together. Not a lot of pieces really used in this. I'm just going to grab the pieces I know, go to the torso. Alright, I got all the pieces for the torso laid out. Really not a lot. Well, it is kind of a lot, but don't worry about that. We're going to take this little 2x2 snot brick, and we're going to put a bracket on the back. We're going to put another bracket behind that and just hold it there for a sec. We're going to take this wedge, and we're going to stick a 1x2 plate underneath that, and then we can stick that bracket on the bottom like so. This will connect here, but not quite yet. There's something we need to do first. So inside this, you're going to grab a little 1x2 Technic axle, and then a little bushing, or a bush, I don't know what they call that exactly, but a little piece that slides on. Does that make sense? You're going to take a beard, like any beard piece, I think this is Gandalf, and just put that through like that. So it's an illegal connection, but it does hold together. And the way that it holds together is with a piece that I'm missing. Oops. So once that's in there, if you turn it around, you can see how this is going to press together here. It's going to be held on by the bottom bracket. So if you hold that on, you can see how that just sticks on there, and then you just push the bushing up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this wedge here, we're going to put that on the side, and just kind of pop the beard out of the way, like, move over, dude. There we go. See, it just kind of sits in there. It just looks like a flesh or hair or something. I don't honestly know. This creature's a little funky, so yeah. Then we're going to take another wedge and plop that right on top. And so now you can see we have this weird kind of chest area, and it's just kind of broken. It's like death, but on a chest. Oops, I broke it. Crap! Now what we're going to do is we're going to build the top section, and that is composed of 2 of these pieces. And the jumper plate we put on there will hold those together on the top when we put the head on in just a sec. Now let's build the bottom part of the torso, and I just forgot a piece. Sometimes you forget pieces, so grab this little bracket and put it underneath right in there, and you're still good to go. Boom. Now that bracket is going to hold on this connection right here, so we're going to grab a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 slope and a little frog just for fun. And then that's just going to go, so that little hole in there, that's going to connect to the bracket. So it's like a half stud. Then what we're going to do is we're going to move that out of the way. We're going to take 2 of these little headlight bricks. That's what they're called. Take 2 of those headlight bricks and 2 of these slopes, G-slopes. Put those on random sides if you want. And then we have this little piece down here. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is legal because I don't see any pieces bending, but if you're worried about it, just take them, switch them around like that. It's really no worries, but that works like so. And then we're going to take 2 of these, 2 of the same pieces we just used. We're going to take 2 of those same pieces, we're going to put those on top, except facing forward. So now we can connect these 2 dark bluish gray slopes to the front. I almost had a seizure there. Then we're going to grab one more piece I just forgot about, and this is the piece that looks like that, because I forgot what that is. But we're going to connect that to the top, and then all we have to do is make him look really skinny, and we're just going to connect it like that. So now we got this weird looking torso, got a place to connect the arms, the legs, and the head will sit up there. 2 more pieces we got to attach, and these are just detail pieces. This doesn't have to be a snot brick, but we're going to put that under there just to make it look worse. And then on the other side, I just grabbed a random piece, and it happened to be Technic 1x1 with a hole in it. We're just going to slip that under there. So now we have this here, as you can see, kind of open from the side, and that's what I was going for, just to kind of make it look creepy. So there we have that. We can connect the head right now. We'll save the arms for later after we build the legs, so it'll stand up. And the thing about this creation is you have to have it on like a base plate or something to stand up, because it's got kind of loose legs and stuff, but totally cool. Anyway, so now we have the head connected, and you can see just how scary this is. It's the dumbest thing ever. So I'm gonna put that over there. Now all we gotta do is build the 2 legs. That's 4. We're gonna build the 2 legs to go on the bottom. Those are pretty simple as well, so let's do that. So the legs are basically comprised of these snot bricks that have 4 studs on each side, or 1 stud on each side, but it'd be 4 altogether. Whatever, you know what I mean. And so we're gonna take this piece, and we're gonna take a 1x2 plate. We're gonna connect that like that, and connect this piece like so, just like that. And then we're gonna take it, we're gonna turn this sideways and put it on the second stud, so you can see we have that there. Now we're gonna go to the top of this before this gets all covered up, and we're gonna put one of these little clip pieces inside. That'll connect to the legs later. We're just gonna put that in there like that. And then on the side, I definitely didn't forget. On the side, we're going to put a snot brick, same one we used under the arm. We're going to put that right there. And then out of that, we're just going to put a greeble piece just to give it some detail or something. There's one of these hoses. Honestly, you could use anything right there. And then on the side beneath that, we're going to grab a 1x1 stud and another slope. A lot of these slopes, just because I want it to be kind of smooth around the limbs and then really thin around the bottom parts. And then I totally know what I'm doing. There we go. And then we have a little grill piece. How did I lose that? Oh, here, I found it. Then we have a little grill piece we're going to put on the back at an angle, just for funsies, because why not, you know? When you run out of other pieces, grab a little grill piece. Then what we're going to do is we're going to add a 1x1 stud. We're going to put that on the bottom, so don't get too confused. This is the bottom now, right? Yeah, this is totally the bottom. This is the bottom here. So now what we're going to do, going to connect another one of these Technic pieces that we've been using for the limbs, and that just pushes on like that. After that, we're going to take a Technic piece and another one of those, connect that there. And then we're going to connect that directly to the second snot brick, which is the same one as the first. It's just the one with four studs there, one on each side. We're going to kind of put that in an angle, just so that the knee is angled properly. So now what we're going to do is we're going to build up two little things, two little sloped areas, I guess. So the first one has one of these weird angled slopes. You can use just a regular slope, but I'm using an angled one just to kind of give it some more detail, because I've run out of areas to put detail in. And then we're going to use a regular slope on that side, so that should look like that. The same thing on this side. We're going to grab a 1x2 slope, put it like that. We're not going to put anything on the top because it would make it too smooth, and we don't want to be too smooth. Then we're going to take this one and we're going to put it right there. You can find a stud that works for you. You can put it here or up there. I like it up there because it just kind of smooths it out. Makes it kind of look good. So there we have that area. You can see we still have to do something with the back, and what we're going to do with that is we're going to take one of these pieces, like this piece here, and then we're going to take one of these, another claw piece, put those together. I'm going to stick this on so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Actually put it on wrong, just flip that around. Oops. And then I'm going to put that on the back. So this is the back of the leg still. Now we're going to hinge this up, not that. We're going to hinge this piece up so it's like that, and then we're going to turn it like that. There, so now it kind of comes around to the front. You can see that if you go to the front of the leg. It's just kind of like a flesh piece or something like that. Now we have that, and we're going to go to the bottom. We're going to connect another piece, which is another one of these Technic pieces we've been using. And just connect that right there. Now that we have that piece, there's a hinge we're going to attach, and that is one of these. We use these on the arms, but these are connected, and the same thing with just two of these pins, one on each side there. We're going to connect that just like that. That way we can have some bending knees. This guy has really long legs, in case you haven't noticed already. And then after that, we're going to connect another one of these here, Technic pieces, like I was saying. And then we're going to build a foot. It's a weird looking foot. All right, so follow along here. We're going to take this piece like this, and this piece like this. That's really specific. We're going to take another one of those snot bricks. Going to take two of these slopes. One of them is an underslope, so we're going to connect these together like this. Should have something that looks like that. Going to put this on the back, like so. On the front, we're going to grab one of these clips and put that on there. We're actually going to connect a claw the same way we did last time, except we're going to use the other end. Put that into the clip, and then we're going to, at the top of this claw, take a little minifigure hand for some detail. Clip that on there. You see that? And now we have that connection. And we're going to put that behind like that. You can now connect this to the leg just towards the bottom. And so now your leg should look like this. And you have really skinny legs because this is like a weird flesh-eating creature. And it can't eat enough flesh, so it just dies because it's almost dead. Then what we're going to do is we're going to connect something to each of these sides. The first side, we're going to grab a 1x2 plate, a slope like that, and then a cheese slope that goes down like that. We'll connect that like so, just like that. And then on the other side, we're going to grab a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 slope again, and then another cheese slope, but this time going in different directions. We're going to go forward with that. So you should have that piece. We're going to connect this in just a sec. The next thing we got to do is grab one of these T-post pieces like that, and then we're going to grab a foot piece, which is this, and a little 1x1 stud with a hole in the middle. You got to make sure it has a hole in the middle, because if it doesn't, this will not work. We're going to take this connection, we're going to put this in there like so, and then we're going to connect this like so. Perfect, look at that. Then we're going to take this piece, and we're going to slap it on like so. And did I say like so enough? There we go. We have our finished foot. And if you missed anything from that, feel free to watch it over, because that's how you build one of the legs. Luckily, the other leg is quite simple. There's not a foot piece we need to make, so all we got to do is the leg, basically. So we're going to start again with one of these snot pieces. I'm going to grab it's a lever base, so it looks like this. We're going to put that on the top of the snot brick, like that, just like so. You can angle that, too, if you want. It's just kind of a detail piece, just one of those greebles that you don't really need, but it's there. So then we're going to grab another claw to put in the side, another clip, not a claw, and that will connect to the leg at top. So now this is the bottom, this is the top of the leg. Now what we got to do is grab two of these pieces, A2. Grab two of those pieces, we're going to put a illegal connection to work here. So we're going to grab this little Technic pin. Wow, this little Technic pin we were using earlier. Put that inside, just like that. And then we're going to connect this one to the side, and now they connect like so. And then we're going to grab a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 slope. Connect them together like that. And then we're going to take this piece, put it on the bottom like that, and actually kind of bend this to the side so we can get this in. Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay, so that doesn't, then we're gonna grab this piece and we're gonna put it inside like so. You can kind of see what I'm doing there. So then you should have this piece that looks like this so far, and the clips at the top like that, just like that. And then we're gonna grab a handcuff piece for another greeble. We're gonna take that and we're gonna put it on the back, and that will just connect really however you want back there. Just kind of hangs down like a hook or literally anything. Literally, it could be anything. I have no idea what this monster is even made out of. It could be flesh, it could be trash, could be the lost dreams of a sailor, I don't know. And then as with the other leg, we're going to take a 1x1 stud, not a 1x1 stud, a 1x1 brick. We're going to put that on the bottom, and we're going to build up a couple pieces, a couple of these Technic pieces, oops, like that. We're going to connect that to that piece there, and then we're going to connect our last little snot piece like here, and we're going to put a 1x1 stud in the bottom of it, like so. We're going to build two pieces out of plates, and oh, the plates were right there. I'm so dumb. Build two pieces out of plates. One of them is going to go here on the bottom. We're going to make that piece there. The other one is just basically going to be two of these pieces, and somehow I'm missing one. The other one is going to be two of these pieces like so. Boom, just like that. And then we're going to connect these to the snot brick like this. Just like that. Now the next thing we're going to do is connect this to the top. You can do that now. Push that in. Perfect. Now we have the knee, and all we got to do is build the bottom, which is pretty simple. We're going to use one of those joints again, two of these Technic pieces, like so. And I think we still have to attach a claw piece, but we'll do that in a second. Just one of those Technic pieces, not two. We're going to grab this piece here, this hinge, and then we're going to grab the Technic piece we just took off, and one more of those, just like so. And now we have that bottom part, just like that. And then we have to add a claw. We have one final claw we got to put on. Also, let's just move back like 50 steps at least. We're going to take this one of these minifigure hands, slip it on the side of this claw piece, and just turn it in. This is on the other leg, so now on each of these claws you should have one minifigure hand at the end, just kind of to make details or something. Now what we got to do is we got to attach this piece, so we're going to take our clip, put that on the back of the leg, and this is still the bottom, I didn't forget that. Put that on the back of the leg, and we're just going to take this piece, and we're going to hinge it up like so, so it goes over to the inner thigh portion, and then we're going to take our last minifigure hand and put it like that. Just gives it some detail on the back of the leg there. We can curve it a little more, and there we have that. Last piece we have to put is this. Wow, that wasn't good grammar right there. The last piece we have to put on is this little piece, which is the other leg. Quite a bit different from the first leg, but here we have our two completed legs, and we're going to ignore that there's still one piece in here. Now we can connect the whole body together, so the way I'm going to do that, it's pretty simple. This is the left leg. Yeah, this is the left leg. This is the right leg here. Now let's grab the torso and the arms, and we can connect these. I'm also going to grab a base plate to make it easier, just because this thing doesn't really stand up very well on its own, as you can clearly tell. So we'll put these together like so. I'm going to put one in front of the other a little bit. And now we can kind of hinge them together. We're going to grab this, and we're just going to clip it on to those leg clips we had previously attached to the top snot bricks. You can grab some hinges or something there if you want, and if you turn it, it'll hinge better. But now all we have to do is connect the arms, which are pretty simple. Put this one here, put that down a couple notches. The final arm, which will finalize the creepiness of this model, and make it stand up straight there. There we go. Connected right there, and for some reason this isn't standing very well. Oh, yikes. And here we have our final model I'm also going to switch this thumb over to the other side because I built that wrong. I just switched this arm around right here. But there you have it, and you can grab a little minifigure for him to hold, or her. I don't honestly know if this is a guy or a girl or a monster in general. Alright guys, well here it is, the LEGO Siren Head. Hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Feel free to build your own, and you can pose the legs differently and just use a mishmash of colors. That'd be super cool. Just refer to the parts list at the beginning of the video to see what parts you'll need. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, go check out some of my other ones. On this channel, we build some awesome LEGO stuff and show you kind of behind the scenes how to design your own LEGO models at home. So I hope you enjoyed. Go follow Instagram at Brickitecture and click one of these 2 videos coming up. Don't forget to subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you in the next Brick Science.